I got greedy. I wanted to feel a pump, and sure enough, the next day I woke up and I couldn't even turn my head. What's poppin', boys? Today we're going to be talking about overworking yourself. So, many people think that the best way to make gains at the gym is to work out every day, right? Consistency is key, and if you work out every day, you'll see more progress than if you don't. I'm here to completely debunk that and kind of give you guys a PSA on why you guys should not work out every day, or definitely don't work out every day in the way that I worked out every day of last week and ended up pretty much destroying my day yesterday. So, first I'm going to tell you guys what ended up happening, then I'm going to explain why you guys shouldn't do this and why and how you guys can prevent this. So basically, I've been working out since about July of 2020, 4 months after Corona started, and ever since then I've been hitting the gym with a trainer. I've been working out on my own. I've been doing a bunch of stuff. Since I got to college, I started working out at the college gym, all sorts of stuff. But this last week, let me take a step back. The last month or so, I noticed that my workouts weren't as good as usual. And this usually happens when I spend a lot of time in my dorm instead of at home, because I don't eat as much in my dorm. I literally eat 3 meals a day and pretty much nothing else. Whereas at home, I eat 3 meals a day, but then I also eat snacks all throughout the day between those meals, which gives me more energy, I suppose. And I always notice that after I go to school for like a month or more, I see less gains than before. So I knew that there was a break coming up this week. This whole week I had off, and this whole week coming up I also off. So it was basically a 2-week break, and I was so excited to be out of that mindset, to be out of that mental fog that I was experiencing last week. Back to my video about why I'm struggling, if you guys remember. So I was so excited to be out of that situation that I got greedy. And I went with my trainer 3 times this week. I worked out pretty much every day. I think I took off Friday, and I definitely took off yesterday. But yesterday, I could barely move. We're going to talk about it in a sec. So, if you guys saw my video from yesterday with the 16-year-old that was able to change his life around, in that video at the end I mentioned that my neck was in extreme pain and I could barely turn to the left side. So this is my range of motion right now. This is as far as I can turn. This is how it's supposed to be. This is how far I can turn on this side. And I'm going to explain why this happened. So it all started off on Thursday. On Thursday is when I had a really serious workout. I went to my trainers and we did boxing, which honestly I wasn't expecting. He didn't really tell me to come prepared, which was kind of on him, I'm not gonna lie. That was a little bit his fault. So I went boxing, and I never done it before. So basically what I was doing was, as usual, I try very hard in the gym and I take it very seriously. So I was punching the bag super hard, and I was doing all these different things. And I noticed that the next day I was kind of sore. I felt a little bit of tension in my wrist. I felt some in my neck, and I think one of my big toe. But that's no big deal. I wasn't too worried about my toe, but my wrist and my neck definitely hurt the next day. But I kind of shrugged it off. I assumed, oh, it was nothing. And on Saturday I woke up feeling great, ready to go. I go to the gym again. And this time I destroy my arms. I go as hard as possible. I even hit some legs too, which you guys really don't want to mix days. I'm going to explain why in a sec. So I mostly was doing legs, but then at the end I started doing some core. I started doing planks, push-ups, heightened push-ups, which is basically you put your feet on a box and do push-ups from like a heightened position. It's supposed to be like more leverage if you're tired, but I feel like it's harder than regular push-ups, to be honest. But I did all that, and then at the very end of the workout, I decided, you know what? I want to get some cardio in. But the problem is, that gym that I go to doesn't have a bike machine that I can use, because the bike machine that they have there is weighted. So basically, if your foot slips off the pedal, the like pedal will slam you in the back of the shin, and I don't want to deal with that. I've already dealt with that once, and it kind of hurt. So I'm not doing that. But what I did do was this shoulder cardio exercise where you put your arms out like this, kind of like the arms of a bike. If I find a picture, I'll put it up, but it might be hard. I'll find one. So I was doing this, and I was doing it for 5 minutes, and I was really pushing it because I figured 5 minutes left, like I'm probably going to take Sunday off, rest day, and might as well just burn myself out. And I thought nothing of it at the time, but the problem arose when I woke up on Sunday morning and I couldn't even move my neck. Literally 1 centimeter to the left side. Now it's a little bit better, as you can see. I really pushed it there, but if you guys go back to yesterday's video, my neck is completely stiff. I barely moved my neck at all in yesterday's video. And that is literally because of what happened at the gym. So basically why this happened was you don't want to mix days. So I did shoulders after doing a lot of core and legs and like triceps, I guess. And that is just too much for one day, because you're mixing pull and push muscles. That's the whole point of all those bro splits, like push, pull, and legs. It is to make gains, like big gains, but it's also in large part to prevent injury. And I didn't follow that. I kind of whatever it for the day. I just tried to hit every body part, which of course I had good intentions with, but it ended up that all of Sunday I pretty much spent in bed because every little movement hurt really bad. I haven't experienced pain like that in a while. And it's always those kind of things that hurt the most, like either tense muscles or pinched nerves. Those hurt a lot. I remember once I had like a hip problem and I could barely walk for a few days because I slept weird. Granted, I could have slept weird yesterday too. It could have been the case, and that might be why I was having some issues with my neck. But I think it was in large part because of the way I worked out that day. The moral of the story is don't mix different days, and definitely don't work out every day. You guys need your rest days. That's how your muscles recover and get bigger. And if you work out every day, you're actually slowing yourself down or stagnating, because there's no way that you can go 100% every day in the gym. If you can, either you're doing something wrong or you're headed in the way of an injury. Like either you're not training hard enough or you're training too hard. There's very low chance that you're able to balance an everyday type of workout, unless you're doing some at-home like calisthenics that are super simple. Then I guess it's fine. But if you guys are doing like push days and pull days and all that, you don't want to work out every day. That's why the bro splits have 2 breaks implemented into them during the week. It would be like push pull legs and then Thursday off, and push pull legs and then Sunday off. That's like the classic push pull legs bro split. So definitely, if you're following that, don't work out every day. Be careful out there and stay safe, because you don't want to end up in a position where you can't even turn your neck. So with that being said, I'm going to end it off here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all later. Peace.